fermentation of grape juice, the so-called must, or in Croatian, mošt, is mainly over. A new wine is ready for tasting. There is a tradition in continental Croatia, originating from the northwestern areas, to christen the must into the wine on St. Martin's Day, through a humorous ceremony, the so-called must christening ceremony, which imitates Roman Catholic baptizing rites. The ceremony is performed by a host dressed as a bishop, not me, who is assisted by a ministrant. This is a celebration of good wine harvest, and it makes the end of the season when all agricultural products are harvested. An important part of this tradition is good food, and the menu always includes goose and mlinci, which is a famous Croatian side dish. You have a footnote somewhere there. And cabbage with bacon and blood sausages combined with last year's wine, and new wine which is drink after the christening ceremony. So this is a fresh wine. It's still a must. It's still not a wine, so it will become a young wine when it's christened. So the entire ceremony is full of humorous prayers and songs, and includes play performed by the host. There were, and still are, many celebrations and festivities in honor of good wine, and all follow a special ritual, the so-called regulations, or statuti in Croatian. Today's ceremony, based on the Križevci regulations, these are named after the city of Križevci, situated about 60 kilometers from Zagreb, which is the center of the Kalnik foothills, a wine productive area, and known for an important historic event, the Bloody Council of Križevci. The Križevci regulations are composed of a number of rules that regulated the relations inside wine drinkers' societies, the communities of wine lovers, in northern part of Croatia, and are one of the most well-known variants of ceremonials that have guided the wine ceremonies for centuries. Križevci regulations differentiate between 4 types of members of wine drinkers' societies, determine certain members' duties, and regulate the house protocol and the use of the welcoming cup. They defined the order of toasting and drinking, but also stipulated the penalties in case of failing to follow the regulations' rules. The traditions, which were in time compiled in the Križevci regulations, were passed on from generation to generation in oral tradition, and have only been printed since the 19th century in different forms and under different titles. Before the enactment of the must christening according to the Križevci regulations itself, it must be noted how very difficult it was to translate the special, almost archaic Croatian dialect into English. And at this point I have to thank our 2 students, Andro Babić and Ira Valarević, who actually translated Croatian into English for our foreign guests almost overnight. So, if you find anything that could be translated better, it's not their mistake, it's mine, because I was supervising everything. So,
you are good support. So
no, but I can improve the translation.